This gathering is of great importance because the future of food is not just a sectorial issue. It is something that touches every economy, every business, and every household. How safe and secure a nation feels depends on many factors, but at the very top of that list is food security. Today, the global food and beverage market is valued at 4.5 trillion, and it is expected to grow to 5.3 trillion by 2028. About 6% of the global GDP. The good news is there is a substantial room for all of us to grow. But what matters more is whether our food system are resilient enough to meet the demands of today. Is it resilient enough to withstand the pressure and the challenges of tomorrow? Can we feed 10 billion people by 2050? I'm not here to alarm you, I'm not here to scare you, but I'm being realistic and I'm positioning the challenge ahead of us because the journey is full of challenges. I firmly believe we can meet them if we collaborate together, if we work together. Just last year, record-breaking heat waves destroyed cocoa crops, driving prices up by 136%. In less than 2 years, experts are warning that if these trends continue, chocolate would become a luxury item by 2050. And cocoa is not alone. We have maize, peanut, olive oil, coffee, sugar, all have faced a sharp price shocks over the past 2 years. For consumers, this has meant higher prices and fewer choices. For businesses, it's meant that traditional models, centralized production in low-cost regions or reliance on a single supplier are breaking down. It's no longer feasible. In response, manufacturing everywhere across the globe is moving closer to their market, to their end consumers, to reduce risks and to build agility to serve those who are in need. And while the world has enough resources to feed its people, geopolitics, often under the pretext of food security, is driving protectionist policies. Export bans, tariffs, and national stockpiling now influence trade flows as much as price and demand. The reality is not shortage of food, but shortage of reliable infrastructure, logistic infrastructure in particular, to move the goods where it is supposed to go. At the same time, some countries in their efforts to protect agricultural jobs are creating barriers to digitalization, food processing, and the very innovation that could make food systems stronger and more resilient. This makes global hub like the United Arab Emirates more important than ever before to secure gateways for trade and distribution, not only for the region, but for the globe. Remember, when the world was closed during COVID-19, the UAE doors were open, wide open, as a matter of fact, and that is because of the pioneering investment we have made in our logistical infrastructure and the technology that we have embraced ahead of time. And it's not all gloomy. We have never been more technologically advanced as humanity than we are today. Precision agriculture, robotics, AI-driven supply chain, and blockchain traceability are transforming the way food is being produced and moved. We're cutting on waste, enhancing food safety, and delivering transparency to consumers and regulators. And there is much more that can be done to build a much more resilient and stronger food system for the UAE and for the globe. Here in the UAE, we are already preparing for this future. Our food security strategy 2051 sets a clear goal to cut import dependency and to secure our place among the world top 10 food security. And we are doing it in a sustainable and responsible manner. The UAE Food Cluster, launched by the Ministry of Economy, sets a concrete roadmap, growing GDP contribution to 40 billion, expanding the foreign trade, and creating more than 20,000 jobs by 2028. At DP World, through our flagship facility, Jebel Ali Port, we handle nearly 73% of the UAE FMB trade. Last year, JAVZA processed more than 5 million tons of food worth of 30 billion dirhams. Nearly 800 FMB companies from 63 countries operate in our ecosystem, connecting farmers in India, producers in Africa, and exporters in South America with consumers across the GCC and beyond. We are scaling this further. We are investing in more infrastructure that is aimed to alleviate food security. Last year, we have launched the Agri Terminal, an investment worth 550 million dirhams in Jebel Ali. This will expand storage facility, processing capacity for grain, pulses, and soya. It will generate 1.2 billion worth of trade. It will boost self-sufficiency in the UAE. The redevelopment of Dubai fruit market that was blessed by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid last year is shaping up. It will double the trade volumes to 3 million metric ton by 2028. New investments are also taking root through the private sector. We've signed an agreement with Spring Valley, a homegrown agro-commodity supplier. They will invest 184 million dirham in Jebel Ali to process more than 65,000 tons of pulses, spices, nuts, and it will generate more than 440 million dirhams worth of turnover per annum. Our partnership with RSA Cold Chain, a leading cold chain operator, to develop one of the most advanced cold chain facilities in Jebel Ali, approximately $100 million, is coming along. As a matter of fact, we are celebrating the inauguration of the facility this coming Thursday. The facility will provide a much more resilient solution to preserve perishables, reduce food waste, and it will strengthen food security. This investment, ladies and gentlemen, will enable food to arrive fresher, last longer, and moves more efficiently. They will enable business to scale faster into high growth market, and they will give consumers from across the region, GCC, Nairobi, Karachi, the confidence in having a reliable supply chain partner to move their commodities in the UAE and beyond the UAE. This is why global manufacturing are choosing the United Arab Emirates and GCC trading zone and special economic zones, where processing, warehousing, distribution can come together in an integrated manner, creating truly a cluster, an ecosystem that will accelerate their market access to the world. The UAE and Dubai are building food ecosystem that integrates all of this together, and thanks to the ministry for sponsoring this. Ladies and gentlemen, the food future will be defined by the choices we make today. At DP World, we are extremely committed to building a resilient supply chain, creating a sustainable food cluster, and creating an inclusive approach that brings us all together. Together, we can build a world where every family is food secure and nobody goes hungry. Again, thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to be here. Thank you very much for bringing us all together, Your Excellencies.